This is the critical evidence. This is Nigel Lewin, who poisoned me for more than 10 years. It looks just like him. And it's on the site of a guy called Nigel Lewin. But as you can see, it's a different person. It's a young guy. Associate Market Access Manager at Astra-Zeneca. This Indian turd also works for Astra-Zeneca. And he described Lewin as charismatic. That is, of course, Lewin, you can tell. It's like him. And I asked Lewin if he worked for AstraZeneca. And he said, no. He later said he wouldn't work for AstraZeneca. I told him about the crimes of imperial chemical industry that became AstraZeneca. I also asked him about AIDS. If he thought AIDS was man-made, I presented the evidence. He said I wouldn't be surprised. I also asked him if he worked for MI5. He said, I wish. I got it on camera. I wish. I said, why? Does it pay well? He said, I'd imagine so, better than a nurse. But this guy travels all over the world. Frequently goes back to England. He's got a brother or son. And he's also the chairman. He's also the chairman of LAIs, a Catholic. He called himself a Pentecostal Christian. It's a Catholic layman called Jean Billier who founded LAIs. They're lining him up for a sainthood and a Nobel Prize, Nobel Peace Prize. Then when he died, it came out that he had sexually abused his staff, female staff. So I asked Nigel Lewin if there are women who are raped in the hospital system. Of course, he confirmed that there were, but he also confirmed, he said that he discourages them from reporting the rape to avoid the trauma of the court system. This is psychiatrist Frank New told me he could get into trouble for it, indeed he can. I also asked him, told him, in fact he knew, and he was involved in the theft of all my guitars. When I came back, he allowed me to come back. They allowed me to come back for an hour with Lewin after they locked me up on the 1st of November 2016. And when I came, I found that all my guitars had been stolen, my 6 guitars. He asked me, have you checked in cash converters? I said, why? Is that where they fence them? And he nodded. There's more. I told him that it was ICI, Imperial Chemical Industries, in other words AstraZeneca, that invented VX nerve agent. He said, yeah, well that's what companies do, isn't it? He brought, you can see this on YouTube, a huge New Zealand biker, 6'6" tall, with a big beard, called Bill, who wouldn't tell me his surname and had covered up the surname of his, on his name tag. Bill called me, said, you're a fine, I wish I was as fine a specimen as you. Specimen. I said, is that what you think of me? A specimen. Lewin said, it was just a turn of phrase. This guy gets the death penalty, along with all his accomplices, and all their property is seized as proceeds of crime.